भारत में रीनल फेलियर यानी गुर्दे खराब होना आज सबसे खतरनाक बीमारियों में शुमार है। ये बीमारी खास तौर से 16 से 40 वर्ष की आयु के व्यक्तियों में पाई जाती है। समाज के कमजोर तबके में ये समस्या और भी गंभीर है। आंकड़े कहते हैं कि हर साल 2 लाख से ज्यादा केसेस में से समय पर सिर्फ 30,000 लोगों को ही डायलिसिस की सुविधा उपलब्ध हो पाती है और केवल 300 व्यक्ति ही किडनी ट्रांसप्लांट करवा पाते हैं।
To bring in a degree of care and cure, we bring you Kolkata Swasthya Sankalp, an initiative to use technology for addressing socio-medical problems in the society. We are a non-profit organization that organizes health camps related to artificial renal functioning and eye care. It feels good when every section of the society has access to the best healthcare facilities, but we wouldn't succeed without your help and the voluntary service of some of the most renowned and eminent doctors from Kolkata.
स्वास्थ्य क्षेत्र में एक अलाभकारी गैर सरकारी संगठन होने के कारण हम स्वैच्छिक दानदाताओं और उनकी सेवाओं पर ही निर्भर हैं, जो हमारी मदद के लिए अपना सहयोग भरा हाथ बढ़ाते हैं।
Let us hear from the people behind KSS.
KSS को मजबूत संगठन बनाने वालों से सुनते हैं उनके विचार।
I am Gaurav Kapoor and I'm associated with Kolkata Swasthya Sankalp since the very inception of its birth. In fact, since the very day the idea took shape, the idea took root. Kolkata Swasthya Sankalp is a family, a congregation of people, like-minded people who've come together to give selflessly. The very idea of giving a needy patient another day to live, a patient who's lost everything in life, who's lost money, who's lost his belongings, who's lost everything to a disease which he needs to maintain, he needs to sustain himself over the disease and overcome it, which is a very big fight. This is an idea which brought almost 50 people together to work for a cause for people who've actually lost everything. Today we take care of almost 60 plus patients at our facility. We offer dialysis at 500 rupees a session, which is the cheapest dialysis in Eastern India.
The idea of KSS germinated in the minds of a number of people. And to understand KSS, one has to go into the minds of all the people who actually gave birth to KSS. If you're asking me what KSS means to me and what KSS is all about, then I can give you my perspective and my way of looking at KSS, which definitely comes from my professional background, which is the medical background. Now, the challenge for practicing medicine the world over has always been to actually bridge the gap between people who need medical care and what the medical fraternity at that point of time knows about that particular disease process. So we have this huge amount of knowledge regarding a particular disease or a number of diseases, and we have this huge vast population of people who actually need that knowledge but are not in a position to access it because they have a problem in actually organizing the funds, the finances and bridging numerous gaps. This is what gave me the idea of my approach to KSS. For example, a rationalization of what we know and what actually is delivered is practiced in all the countries in the world. If you look at America, for example, at this point of time, if you had a heart attack and you have a block in one of the arteries in your heart, the best way to get rid of it is to go into that artery and suck the clot out. It's called a primary PTCA. But in America, all the citizens do not get it. That's because the technical knowledge may be there, but the person to deliver it, the infrastructure, this has been rationalized so that only the high volume centers or city centers, people and populations who can access this service have to be around these centers, which is the metropolitan cities in America. So in Calcutta now also we have a primary PTCA, but the poor in the Sundarbans, they cannot access this treatment. So in the same way in America, where they have rationalized this treatment, where the people in the periphery get a clot dissolving medicine as against a primary PTCA. Same way in India, our challenges are different, trying to rationalize what we know and how to make it available to the poor and those who actually need it. So keeping that frame of mind, we evolved the concept of doing three things, of which our core area is dialysis. In dialysis, what we do is that we try to make this life-saving procedure available to the neediest of people at a rate that they can actually afford. How do we achieve it? Number one, we achieve it by building infrastructure, by organizing capacities of people who have a golden heart. The second is we done it in an economic model, so that it's a paid-in model. The paid-in model is kept at a very low rate because it is possible for us to do this because we cut out all the frills. There's no air conditioning in a dialysis unit, there's no lift, there's no additional facilities that would add on to the cost burden of this dialysis. So the recurrent cost going down, we ensure that patients can live a longer time. And this longer period of time that they live is because KSS ensures that the knowledge that the scientific community and the medical community has at this point of time can be reached by the people who are at the last rungs of society. The other project that we work with is avoidable blindness. Avoidable blindness by itself is self-explanatory. You got the term avoidable and you got blindness. So somebody who's blind for a totally avoidable reason is the most unfortunate thing that can happen to anybody in human civilization. So what do? The government has a number of projects of setting up hospitals that clear these avoidable blindness people once they are diagnosed with that. But on the other hand, the people who actually need this diagnosis, they cannot reach them, these institutions. So we play the role of the intermediary who ensures the people who need the operation reach the place where the operations are actually performed. And we do this by doing a door-to-door campaign. We do this door-to-door campaign in selected wards where we go adopt a ward and go to every house in that ward. We diagnose everybody above the age of 40 with a potential of cataract, and if he or she is ready, we connect them with a center who actually performs the operation. The operation is done and avoidable blindness load is reduced in that particular geographical area. We also do this program in areas outside Calcutta, that's the Sundarbans, and we do it in Burdwan as and when we are called upon, and we ensure that those patients come in, they stay with us, they get their pre-operative, post-operative work done, they get operated, and then we send them back. This is the way we work in this area. The third area we work in is blood. Blood, as we all know, is one thing that is not produced in any factory, and if a patient has been prescribed blood, then it has to come from somebody who's healthy. It's a relationship, a social relationship where the healthy extend their hands to the sick in society, and it's a very secular form of functioning, because the person who gives the blood is not asked his age, his sex, his religion, his caste, his creed, his occupation, nothing is asked. On the other hand, when the patient gets blood, he is also neither asked any of these categories. So it's one of the most secular relationships in our society. The unfortunate part of it that we have this huge pool of young people, healthy people, able-bodied people who can donate blood, and we have this huge pool of patients who die every day for want of blood. We would like to bridge this gap, and hence we have our project Life Force, where we are working on creating awareness regarding blood donation. We are organizing blood donation camps. We have created platforms where donors can get in touch with needy patients who need the blood, and for these various things we have a regular ongoing program.
मेरा नाम रशीदा खातून है और हम यहाँ करीब 9 महीने से यहाँ पे ड्यूटी कर रहे हैं एज अ शिफ्ट इंचार्ज के हैसियत से हम यहाँ पे ड्यूटी करते हैं। ठीक है, यहाँ पे शिफ्टिंग टाइम चेंज होता है, कभी मॉर्निंग, डे और नाइट, 3 तरह का ड्यूटीज़ दिए जाते हैं। अभी फ़िलहाल मेरा मॉर्निंग शिफ्ट चल रहा है, तो हमको यहाँ पे ये मेरा यहाँ का पहला एक्सपीरियंस है, क्योंकि इससे पहले हम कहीं ड्यूटी नहीं किए, तो यहाँ पे ड्यूटी किए तो हमको यहाँ पे बहुत अच्छा लगा, क्योंकि यहाँ हर तरह का पेशेंट, गरीब अमीर, हर तरह के पेशेंट को देखने का मौका मिलता है और फिर हर तरह का एक्सपीरियंस मिलता है। बहुत सारा वेलफेयर भी चलता है यहाँ पे।
আমার নাম সন্ধ্যা ঘোষ। আমি এখানে 2 বছর ধরে কাজ করছি। আমার এই ডায়ালিসিস ইউনিটে একটা এনজিও এখানে কাজ করতে আমার খুব ভালো লাগছে। আর এখানে আমরা পেশেন্টদের যে পরিষেবা দিই, তো আমি অন্য আরেকটা জায়গায় কাজ করতাম, সেখানকার চেয়ে আমার এখানে কাজ করতে ভালো লাগে, কারণ পেশেন্টদের সঙ্গে স্টাফদের যে রিলেশান, সেই রিলেশানটা একটা একটা পারিবারিক রিলেশান টাইপের, যাকে বলে একটা পরিবারের যে রিলেশান থাকে সেরকম ওরাও যেন আমাদের পরিবারের লোক, বা আমরা ওদের পরিবারের, ওরাও মনে করে, পেশেন্টরাও মনে করে, আমরাও মনে করি যে আমরা এবং ওনারা একই পরিবারের লোকজন। তো সেই কারণেই আরও বেশি এখানে কাজ করতে আমার ভালো লাগে।
আমার নাম চন্দন ঘোষ। আমি এখানে এসছি 3 মাস, এখন ট্রেনিং চলছে আমার। এর আগেও কাজ করেছি অন্য জায়গায়, ওখানের থেকে এখানে অনেক বেটার, কারণ এখানে স্টাফরাও খুব ভালো। পেশেন্টের সাথে আমাদের যে রিলেশন খুব সুন্দর। এখানে কাজ করে আমার মনে হচ্ছে কিছু একটা করতেও পারবো।
It feels good when every section of the society has access to the best healthcare facilities, but we wouldn't succeed without your help and the voluntary service of some kind of the most renowned and eminent doctors from Kolkata. How do we ensure enough medical resources? Being a non-profit healthcare NGO, we are totally reliant on voluntary donations and other services by individuals who care to come forward and lend a helping hand.
All donations made to us are exempted under 80G of the Indian Income Tax Act 1961.
हमें चाहिए सिर्फ आपका सतत सहयोग।